My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I am here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. Today is Saturday, March 5th. It is 11:11 and Eric Lawrence. Yeah. Hey. So much fun. Right. Just started. I love it when people text me at 11:11. How are you? What's happening? What's going on, baby? Who's here? There's one person. Captions? Am I? Okay. There is sound. I am editing the privacy. It is public. And there I go again. There I go. Someone's here. Hello, someone. Hey, Machiko Shimada. What? Who did that? Oh, that's so sweet. I love it. I love you. We're in tune both night and day. Time and space just fade away. Patty Tuck and Patty's Saturday night special. Bill, what are you doing? Come be my guest. Are you off this evening? No Gary, because Gary's probably out dancing somewhere. Hello, Julie Luce. Hello, William D. William. So I was in Kalamazoo for like that fast tonight, and my phone was dead. And I'm driving down the road, and I drive by, and there's the tree house. I pulled in, I knocked at the door thinking, maybe William D is here. But nobody was there. It was downstairs where we were originally So I missed you, but I had every intention. But my phone was still dead. When I plug it into my car, it takes forever to charge it. So I'm sorry, but I thought of you. But I did. I drove. I don't even know how I got there. I got out of the State Theater and I just started driving. So then at some point I knew I would turn right because I wanted to go west and I could see the sun. But I didn't know how to get to you. So maybe I drove right by your house because I was at the State Theater. Hi, Mama Grace. I had the best time tonight. I felt like queen for the day because Little Feat was playing just for me and the sound person way in the back. I'm at the State Theater. I'm at the show going. I was at the sound check, just watching it going. I'm watching Little Feat, and finally, I had to get up. I couldn't dance where I was because I was like right in front of the band, like 20 rows back. So I had to go stand in the back and dance. I had fun, so fun. Crazy storm just now. Like it's spring here, and there was this thunder wind. Hey, Carl, thought of you too as I drove up. Like I thought, if I was just only going to go record right now, because I'd know exactly where to go if I really wanted to do such things. Anyway, it's kind of a weird storm. Do. Lillian? Hi! Prillis, my Prillerton. Come here, girl. Oh, I'm scared, Mom, because there's thunders. Come here. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Mom, I don't like thunderstorms. They scare me very much. And just shakens. Mom, I'm just shakens. So what's happening? Who's going to come hang out with me tonight? It's either you hang out. Oh, thank you. I am. crazy storm that you guys are going to drive through. If you feel like stopping in St. Joe, let me know. I'm here. Seriously, if no one jumps on here pretty soon, I'm out because we have to just go snuggles. It's not like thunderstorms. Not at all. I'm wondering where Rich is. Cashew had some sort of ingested some sort of toxin, and he was very sick, and he had to go to the doctor today. Hold the wire, hold the wire, hold the wire. I don't know why I'm singing that. I have no idea why I'm singing that. Maybe it's part of the chocolate shake that I had today. That's right. Chocolate shake. Had to. I had to. It was just one of those moments, where you just go, you know what? Have the chocolate shake. So I did. Did I edit the privacy yet? That's the chocolate shake talking. You never know. I go, whew, whew. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's see. Edit privacy. Public. It's public. So you can share the show. I don't know what you're going to share because right now I'm just, is Cashew okay? Hold on. Mom, she did. She just came up here. I'm reaching out to Rich. 11 beings are inquiring, ? Do you feel like jumping on in some capacity, or are you sleeping? Neither one of them slept very much last night. That was my original thought. So, yeah, 2 Saturdays in a row without Gary Lambert. What's a girl to do? Go see Little Feet in the middle of the day. I mean, it was just like queen for a day. I totally felt like a queen for a day. That's Mama. I don't know, Mom. I think she opened the door. She's right in my arms right now. Lillian's cashewing in my arms right now. Hi, Julie Luce. Julie, do you feel like jumping on and telling us about how your granddaughter won? Her squad won? I mean, not how, but like how many I just don't know anything about the cheerleading competition world. I know nothing. Absolutely not a thing. Anyway, what else is going on? Anyone? Bueller? I could invite somebody on that. I don't know. Ooh, I'm inviting y'all to come on. But it could also be a really short show. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. I just make topicals and never imbibe. I don't. Yeah, William, it would have been so cool to see you, but I thought, well, if he were there, I thought, well, there's all of a sudden I'm driving up there. I'm like, is that the tree house that I've been to? Where am I? I think Rich might be asleep because no response. No reply at all. But yeah, it was cool. Like, I was backstage and I was the only person back there. Only person. And I thought, it's kind of lonely back here backstage. I think I'll go sit in the auditorium all by myself. It was crazy. And they have all these cool statues and lights and I would have taken more photos, but my phone died. I have one of those bricks. My father and I bought each other a brick. Okay. Well, there are a couple of us here and we will wait for you, period. He's talking to his daughter. Rich is going to jump on somehow. We need to know. But Julie, do you feel like jumping on? So tomorrow morning, AJ will be here. Hopefully he'll be in the kitchen. I love it when he's in the kitchen. He makes, oh my God, the food he makes is like Now I'm gonna melt some cheese on top of that. I'm like, heck yeah, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's a party now. William D. Lindemann. And you're in front of the house that Bill Winokur shot a photo of. Hold on, I have to. I'm doing everything left-handed here. Hold on a second. Makes you smarter.
Hi.
It looks so cold where you are.
Thanks to Bill Winokur. That's his.
Yeah, that's a beautiful shot.
Yeah, I wanted to say that Mike Singh, artist Singh, he's on his way to India. He went to O'Hare today. He'll be there for a month. He's going to see his parents and his family.
Awesome. Where in India?
The northern third. There's sort of the lower northern at the foot of the mountains. I can't tell you exactly, but I know he's a Sikh, and there's a lot of Sikhs in that area, and that's his heritage. And when he comes back, he's going to build a warehouse for distribution, and he's going to reopen that shop, and I'll probably be working there.
Cool.
Yeah, and he's gonna highlight his treehouse with LED lights. It'll be really lit up. But he wasn't there today because he was leaving, and the store is not open at that place at the present time. So he just happened to come in a day when he was on his way to India, actually.
Oh, yeah, there were cars there.
Those were two of his cars, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Lily.
Thanks for looking for me.
Of course. Well, I was just driving and I went, William could be here.
That was it, yeah. So I'm concerned about Cashew. I hope he's okay.
We're waiting. We're sort of,
Yeah.
He said he's going to come on. I don't know if he's going to come on. He said, I'll jump on in a bit, getting my daughter up to speed on Cashew.
Yeah.
Hello, Melanie Demore. So what did you do today, William?
Well, I got a temporary job at Walmart, actually. I'm working in the electronics department. So
really?
Working about 20 hours a week. Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah. I'm seeing, in fact, that's the largest Walmart in the state of Michigan.
Is it really?
Yeah. The one on 9th Street in Kalamazoo.
Wow.
Oh, it's interesting.
You work in the electronics. Okay, so if I need some stuff, I should go there.
Yeah, there's a lot of computer things, a lot of DVDs. The interesting thing to me is there's the LP, the vinyl discs section is larger than the CD section.
Yeah, well.
The CD section is very tiny now.
Because people, anyway, they just don't buy them anymore.
Well, some do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Lillian's burying herself right now in some blankets. So you're working at Walmart?
Yeah.
And when did this start?
Oh, about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, cool. Nice people?
Yes, I like them, yeah.
Cool. Hold on 1 second. Hold that thought, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting a report on Cashew. Rich and Cashew. Good. Okay.
Guys are still up, huh?
One more Saturday night. It just keeps on rolling.
You guys are still up, huh?
We're still here. We're all waiting.
The vet basically thinks Cashew had something to the equivalent of like a ganja goo ball, if you know what one of those are.
Like
Uh,
maybe like a gummy or something, like inject
something,
the whole thing.
or well, maybe a bunch. 'Cause, not sure, not from here, but because they did two rounds of urinary tests on him, and the first one didn't have any result. Like there was nothing, and then the second time, because he had more urine, he did show THC. So that the good news was that's what it was,
Wow.
and we don't know where we got it. It was 400 milligrams. Like a lethal dose is like 16,000 or something.
Yeah.
So he was, so it wasn't. But given his size and whatever, it's just hit him like a ton of bricks. But the vet brings him out to my car, because they still have masking protocols. So I'm in the car, waiting for him to come out. And she's like, cashew is high AF. And I'm like, and she's like, that's really good news, because that means
Yeah.
he's gonna recover. So it's not neurological, it's not chocolate, it's not some horrible, thing.
Well, it's
Toxin.
really amazing. Lillian she used to like the root balls. So when we lived in Mendocino County, people would like throw out the root ball like it was, they would go and put them out.
What is that? What is it? What are you referring to?
The root ball of a cannabis plant.
Oh gosh, I don't even know
You
what that
cut
is.
down the cannabis plant, and then you have to get rid of the stem and the root balls. So people would just throw them out in the woods.
Where we walk, I mean, what's disturbing about this thing is that where I take him for his walks, and where a lot of dogs frolic is a middle school, play field. So, I checked under my bed. I did all. Go ahead.
They could. I'm sorry. Maybe.
I just checked. I just did all my due diligence here just to make sure that it wasn't me. I mean, I raised my hand and said, "Hey, look, if I poisoned my dog, I would come on 11/11 and tell everybody that I did." But I did, and I was honestly, and you and I were talking last night. I mean, I'm like, did I do it? Was I complicit in this somehow? Did I not put something away? And I'm not that big of a stoner. I mean, I just, I know I don't live my life that way,
But then,
but it was like,
and they get like, Lillian was like, la 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 la, and I'm like, what is wrong with my dog? She's having this total. She was running around, and then she did. She splayed out like you were saying.
That's exact. And when I explained those symptoms to the vet, she's like, that sounds like. That sounds like THC.
Yeah.
So, and she's like, it happens all the time. She's like, that is like and she's like, and most of the times it is owners who leave their, stash out.
Oh, for sure. Lillian was at another time it happened. A friend of mine was dog sitting her. And they didn't even call me. They called my sister right away.
Oh, well, at least they knew to do that.
Is Lillian by any chance like marijuana? And they're like, why? Because she just ate like a whole joint or like equivalent of something that they were trimming right there, and she ate it, and she got super high, and yeah.
I'm just so glad that it wasn't lethal to him, because I just figure anything for small dogs like ours could be, the wrong thing could be totally the
We're
wrong
all happy
thing.
around here that she's all right.
Oh, I was so
thanks. I mean,
Can
you guys, I mean, Jenna heard me bawl. I mean, I was bawling last night. I thought I was losing this guy last night. I really did, because I just did not know what I was dealing with. So
one more Saturday night.
So thank you I felt all your support and read your comments from this morning's show. So thanks, guys. All that's really super appreciated. And I mean, my eyes are red from just like basically crying the last 24 hours, because I cannot believe I've had this dog for 2 years, and he just means the world to me with everything that's in my life. So it's been great to have him, and I couldn't imagine losing him that soon,
Has he eaten anything?
No, I just got him some chicken, though. In fact, I'm going to try to lure him over to right now he's just curled up on the couch in his very cashew-like
He's cashew right now?
He's very cashewy, and he's just passed out. You know, that's what the vet said. He's just gonna need. He needs to sleep this off, and the way that dogs apparently process THC is not the way humans do. So even with lots of hydration and getting food into his system, it doesn't just get it out.
Not like taking a shower and eat a grilled cheese and you'll be
right,
okay.
right, or drinking the potion before you go to the drug
Have a grilled cheese, you'll be okay.
No,
wow.
because they recycle it. Apparently, dogs recycle it, so
it stays in their system.
So it stays in a lot longer than other.
Can I read what my mom just said? We were all so concerned about Cashew. We even said a prayer at her rosary group this morning.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is. Thank you. It worked.
Oh,
and only for you to find out that Cashew ate some weed. But what are you gonna do?
Lillian loves weed. She loves it. She's like a weed. She's born in
Weed
Lake
hound.
County, grew up in Mendocino County. What can I say? She's part of the culture. But
I guess Cashew smells it out on the middle school play field as well, where kids are probably 8th graders are experimenting with weed. Nothing disturbing there.
Tell them the scary part though. Tell them what happened last night. Well, this morning you were sitting outside you never told me. So you were outside the veterinarian's office hours before they opened.
Right.
You didn't even know if they were going to be able to see you right away.
No. Well, I mean, at first I went to the emergency clinic last night. And I told you about all that. And I was just, they give me 2 options in terms of paying for it. I didn't even have my ID on me. I just ran out the door with the dog, and the emergency clinic's in Walnut Creek. So it's a 25-minute drive. And, so you have to go through all these protocols just for them to come out and see you because of masking and all that stuff. And then they call me back and they're like, we have 2 options. We have these $750 option and the $1,600 option. I'm like, well, I can't do either of those. And I'm like, well, you have I can give you all my information.
Do you have a $16.99 option?
I was like, I can't do any of those options right now, aside from which I don't even have my ID or credit card on me. I've got nothing. And I'm like, can we just give me the paperwork? I'll fill it out, And they're like, no, we've gotten ripped off too many times. People do this all the time. We need to have a form of payment. So I was like, so you're basically saying, here's your dog back. Wait till the morning to go to your regular vet. And they're like basically saying, yeah. I'm like, that sucks. So that's what I did. And so I came home with him and laid awake with him, as you have done with your dog, and just kind of watched him be high, as it turns out, for 3 hours while I'm like losing sleep. And then, this morning they don't open till 9, and I went and sat in the parking lot got there about 7:30. So I was there about an hour and a half, maybe, before they opened, with the hopes that, some technician would show up early, and they did. And I'm like, I just got in the car, just like crying. Holding my high as fuck dog, I mean, it's in retrospect.
Your dog is high as AF, man. Just so high, dude.
I mean, of course, that would be the end of this story, which is great, as opposed to
it's not
horrible, tragic
poisoning or some other crazy poison. But if it ever happens, you just got to keep. I put Lily in a heated blanket. And I took her temperature, because their temperature drops.
Yes, and that was the one thing, that when they first, during the first intake, was that, his body temperatures low. So
they went to the dog park last night, Julie. And after they were at the dog park, and he sort of disappeared because he was in the back getting loaded somewhere.
He found a big pile of weed at the middle school, which is also disturbing, but that's all others. That's for another episode of 1111.
See, that's why we need to get little GoPro cameras for our dogs.
Honestly, well, there's also, there
might be like a whole place he was at, like a big old.
Well, kind of like Toddy was talking about last night, with the Apple chip thing on the phone or whatever.
Right.
Like they have that kind of technology you can stick on the dog's collar and all that stuff, but it's just like,
Yeah, great. You
Really?
got an app, and then you got the thing, and then you pay for the thing, and 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 then you pay the $1,700 vet bill.
So did you tell everybody about your afternoon in K Zoo and Little Feet? Did I miss all that?
I was just like queen for a day.
That
I
was
was the
awesome. So,
only person in the whole damn place except for the sound guy back there and one guy at on monitors backstage, and the baker.
one of your friends is in the horn section. That's how you got in.
Two.
Two of your friends, and so they're in the touring horn section for the whole tour.
Yeah.
Well, good for them. That's a good gig.
Yeah, they've been playing with them for a while.
Okay. Well, they sounded great. But what's been funny is that they're for you Little Feet aficionados out there, right? So the idea behind this tour is it's called Waiting for Columbus. So they're and it's a classic double live album from 76 or 77 or something. And so the set list is basically playing that album from beginning to end. But what was interesting about your sound check video, Jenna, is that the song that they sound checked with is not on Waiting for Columbus. It's not on the official release. They played Two Trains, which is this awesome Old George song, one of my favorite Little Feet songs. And but it's not. But they opened the tour in Columbus last night, and you look at the set list, and Two Trains isn't on it. So it's that it was like even more special because it was like a sound check song only and not before.
Well, they were rehearsing songs that they were like, let's try that. We haven't done it yet. Let's try this, because last night was the opening night.
Right.
Yeah, and so they checked about 5 tunes that they didn't even play all the way through, and then the horns were going, well, what about this part here, and let's do that, and do your solo, and it was a cool. That's really fun to be there tonight, and I could have stayed, but I was ready to come home. I haven't really gone out, It was like I went, okay, I'm ready to go now.
Did you get there as the crowd was coming in, or were you already gone long before?
Oh yeah, I was gone. They didn't play. There was an opening act called Ida, and Ida hadn't even checked yet. I left. They were going to go, and Sam and I hung out, the percussionist.
The original guy, Sam Clayton.
Sam Clayton. Yeah, I hooked Sam up with some Gone Girl salve. Some Gone Girl got him. He was sitting there going, my hands are getting kind of sore. I'm like, I got you, brother. And he goes, where do you live? He goes, what if I need more of this? I said, I got you covered, brother. That's all good.
That's awesome. So
2, 3.
Sam Clayton is 8. I mean, that makes
maybe 85.
That's insane. And the guy's on a 35 city tour. I mean, God bless.
They're on buses. They're riding in buses.
Wow. I mean, my dad passed before making it to that age. And I can't imagine him touring with a rock and roll band, going 40 cities, 50 nights, or whatever that is. Oh my God, it's crazy. Bob Dylan just started his tour. He's 82 years old and playing songs off his new album. And
are you a huge Dylan fan?
No, I wouldn't say I'm a huge Dylan fan. But there's phases of Dylan that I really appreciate, but not all of it. And I'm not that much of a scholar.
There are some phases that I've been a part of that I really didn't care for.
Oh yeah,
me too.
Likewise.
Really, William?
Although I've been turned on, being prejudiced like that I've also missed out on some stuff that friends have done. So, try to have an open mind about all of Bob's many phases.
I'm like that with Neil Young.
Talk about all an artist who truly follows his muse. The one thing I appreciate about Neil is that not necessarily everything that he does that I like, but that he could make an album like Trans with vocoders and electronic noises right next to some kind of heavy shredding.
Were you at Jazz Fest the last time you played?
I'm gonna say no, because I think I would remember that.
You would remember it, because he was playing, and the sky was just starting to get darker and darker and darker and closer to the fairgrounds.
Very
And
ominous.
we're watching it going, but we're watching him just shred on stage. And the very last note, I'll never, I mean, I could name who was standing there, but I don't need to, but it was like this, like, powerful crew of people I was around, and we're all standing there, and we had our bikes right outside the gate, and he went up to the vibes, and he went like this, bling, and he stopped. That's how the show ended, and the sky just opened up, and we raced to our cars, and we drove back, rode our bikes, and we rode back through the quarter, just in this down. But it was just this high from Neil. It's one of my most epic moments at Jazz Fest ever, 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 ever in my life.
I do have an epic Neil Young moment. It wasn't a Jazz Fest. I got to see he played it several nights with Crazy Horse at the old Princeton Landing in like Woodside, California. It's basically a bar, and he was I forget what tour he was warming up for, but that was like, this was like 19, when this would have been like around 1998 maybe. And just getting a wristband and getting into, and I'm like at a bar watching Neil and Crazy Horse,
At a bar.
At a bar.
Where was this?
This is called the Old Princeton. Check it out on the internet. It's called the Old Princeton Landing. It's the name of the venue. I think it's in Woodside or something.
Oh, because
like that.
So near where he lives.
So it's like right near La Honda or whatever the name of the ranch is. Yeah. When he was still living with Peggy and life pre-Daryl. And
whatever.
Yeah, on the surface, that seems pretty dastardly. I mean, I don't know what all went down there, but you don't even want to go there.
It's heartbreaking.
It is. Well, I mean, you're right.
You know what we're talking about, William?
The Neil Young divorces dying, wife with cancer.
His wife is dying.
It's just not a good headline. It's just not a good headline.
Hopefully he was with her still. Like, they were like, I don't know, but
that's the thing. None of us know the details, but the high level thing doesn't look good.
Maybe Daryl and the wife were like, hey, you know what? This is
all right. Passing the torch.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe. I'll go with that. That's a much nicer way of at least hoping that went down, as opposed to him like dumping his dying wife.
I have a friend that's in the music world that happened to. He and his wife were getting divorced, and then she got sick, and then he was with this other woman, and they actually helped her leave. It's kind of beautiful.
That's like, why don't we go on as three? Triad. Yeah. I guess it can be beautiful if you're the right mindset to do, to have a open relationship like that.
Yeah. So is this week, are you applying for more gigs? What's the story?
Yeah, I've got, so I already told you about the one that I came really close to. So, these applications, it's not like you apply on a Monday, you interview on a Wednesday, and then you find out on a Friday. The stuff is spread out in my world over a course of weeks and then sometimes months. So I have several irons in the fire, as it were. And so, I've got a couple of things. Like on Friday, like I was on with you guys, kind of like settling myself. I wasn't like on with you guys, but I was watching your show Friday morning. It's 8:11 in the morning here on Friday. And then I believe this was my fourth, or maybe it was my fifth interview with this ad tech company called The Loco. That was at 8:45. So I had some coffee, caught up with you guys, got my head straight, and then, did my 8:45 a.m. interview with the VP of marketing. this is like, so I've gone up the chain. I've met this person, and now I've met the VP. I'm good enough to meet the VP. And so on Tuesday, now I meet this other senior executive, and then they choose between me and 3 other people. That's basically the game I've been playing for the last 3 months, is like, you whack one mold down, get to the next one, whack that one down, get to the next one. And then it's down between you and other candidates. And then, either they like you over that other person, or they like the other person over you for any number of infinitesimal, small little reasons that might have nothing to do with your ability to do the job. Whether the way you look, whether they like you, whether they think they can work with you, and all of that subjective bullshit.
Yeah.
So that's this long answer to your question.
Maybe we should all just go work at Walmart with William.
Dude, we would be awesome greeters, man.
All right.
We could be like the frickin' frack of Walmart greeting, you and I.
Hey, did you get that one? Did you get that one? Yeah. Yeah.
So William, tell me what is that? What are you a greeter at Walmart? What do you do?
No, he's working in electronics.
Oh, in electronics.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Greeter. Maybe I could sing when people came in. Welcome.
So wait, you're selling flat screens and stuff?
Huh?
You're selling flat screen TVs and
oh yeah. 4K. They're all 4K now.
Hey William, what's the best TV to buy right now?
The best?
I mean, Tatiana has them all at home, but
in my opinion,
it sounds like several of them are in her bedroom.
All the new TVs are 4K, so the human eye can't detect anything higher than that. And I would say just get the cheapest 4K, the largest screen. You'll do fine.
And does that like you get everything on there then? You don't have to buy a Fire Stick then, right? It's all there?
No, Roku is pre-installed on most new TVs now. It's integrated with the
I know nothing about TVs.
So William, do any of your customers go down like the technical rabbit holes with you though? Like you just said, get the cheapest and the largest. But like when I do research on stuff like that, I would probably be like, are you fucking kidding me? That's not the way to buy a TV. I'd be more like, what's the best value, and then get into like things like OLED technology, OLED versus LCD and all that stuff. So do your customers go down that kind of rabbit hole?
No, it's mostly impulse buying. They just see a big screen and a lower price and they grab it. Right.
It's Walmart. Yeah.
But I know there is somebody who is really into TVs, and they had an 8K, the next generation, more detail, and they couldn't tell the difference. I mean,
I would need to get my prescription.
Can't tell the difference beyond 4K.
Well, a lot of it depends on the glasses we wear, right?
Well, I'll tell you what, the TV that is downstairs here at the house.
Yeah.
I find myself going, are my eyes really that bad? Because I can't read what this is or this is. And then I go to my neighbor's house and it's like, I feel like the people are in the room.
Yeah.
And I can read this tiny. I'm like, damn, Gracie, we need to
that's exactly my point, is that there is, William's got the Walmart crowd, but that's the thing. Buying the largest and the cheapest doesn't necessarily mean you're buying the best picture. And to your point, there are, smaller screens that you'll see and you'll be like, damn, the quality on that is really amazing.
Yeah.
And maybe it didn't need to be as big to blow you out of the room, Yeah.
Well, I'm amazed when you can take a picture, you can take a still shot from a TV in high definition. You can, if there's text, you can read every word.
Right. Not from my TV, you can't. You'd be like,
or see, like, if they're interviewing somebody with books in the background, I can read
Uh-huh.
what books there are. I enjoy that.
See, I could see that being, if that was ever an upgrade you were in the market for, Jenna, I could see that being a really great thing for Mama Grace. I think, like, because if that's tough on you, I would imagine it's tough on Mama Grace
Oh
too.
yeah.
So,
We're
huh?
watching some crazy show on Netflix right now. I don't even know what it is. We just started watching. We're like, you want to watch this? Yeah, let's watch it. And we're like, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Well, let's just watch 15 more minutes of the next one and then we'll
What
start.
is it? You don't know what it is? You're telling me that you've watched several shows
We
and
watched
you're
like
not
4
going
of
to
them.
tell me what the title is?
It's with that woman. She's a really great actress, and I can't remember her name.
I can't believe you.
She's in the witness protection program. But anyway, we didn't know what we were watching. So Carl Hess knows a guy that has worked at the Battle Creek store. You're not at the Battle Creek store. You're at the Kalamazoo store.
Yes.
Grace's eyes are great. My eyes are great. But I'm telling you, my television that's down, it's not my television. That Grace's television downstairs compared to my neighbor's, it's a whole new world. When I go over there, I'm like, wow, I can see, like you said, William, I could see the magazine on the table in the
Yes.
back.
Yes. Yes.
So, do you guys have different TVs than, say, Best Buy?
No, they're basically the same. Just basic models. You can buy expensive ones. Best Buy will probably have more expensive because it's specialized.
So,
store.
I want to buy a TV that's like this big.
Yeah.
Is that 4 feet across? What's that?
That sounds like
50
either a
inch?
50. That sounds like a 55 or a 65, right?
Okay, so
William?
a 60-inch TV.
Well, they're selling them at 70 and 75 inches.
That's what Tatiana was saying. But like,
Yeah, I know.
that's
No.
but that's ridiculous.
That's like,
In my mind, that's stupidly huge. That's like too large. Like, nobody needs a television that large.
Yeah.
In my mind, but I'm old school too. I can't. Where are you going to put an 89-inch friggin' television?
in the room where all the magic happens, according to Tati.
Yeah, well, I guess if you
Oh,
saw my
Tati.
joke, you saw my joke about Tommy Lee yesterday. I guess you could see all of Tommy's Lee magic in an 89-inch television, but in any event. But I digress.
Well, William, do you have I could go there and get a thing for my phone, right? So I can hold the phone
Oh yeah. All that. All the accessories. Yeah.
when I come back.
There are
But
more.
when you go buy that big TV, Jenna, like, you should get the one that has the one where you can see the magazine in the background. To that point, if you're going to spend the money, get something decent.
All the new TVs be above 40 inches are 4K now. The new
That's
ones.
true. That's true.
Most people don't even realize it.
4,000 what? I don't know. 4K.
More pixels per like square inch on the
Yeah.
screen, and more pixels mean more detail, basically.
And it goes up exponentially. So 4K is about as much as a human brain can process. Anything beyond that, you wouldn't be able to tell. So
It's kind of like how we can't hear above 16K in audio
Yeah.
processing, but dogs can.
yeah.
Oh, Lillian can hear. We were watching Ozark the other night, and you hear like a dog way in the background, and she's like,
Oh yeah. Cashew in his less higher times is very much like that too.
Is he buried under a blanket right now? Like, dude,
He can't.
have
he
you put
can't-
on some music for him, like to just?
Yeah, we've been chilling. I've been just kind of cuddling him and like, keeping him warm and singing to him like you've suggested in my dulcet tones. And
Well, this morning when you were waiting in the car for them to open, I'm like, turn the heat on, keep
Oh,
him
yeah.
warm, sing to
We were-
him.
yep, we were listening to music and I was
Did they
rocking
take him in right away?
They did. They were awesome. My vet and Dr. Jill, did a lot to not only make him feel good, but he did a lot to make me feel good too. So they were great. They were great.
We're buying a new TV, William. Gracie just said it. Jenna and I care. We're buying a new TV. We're
Right
gonna buy
on, Gracie, and make sure, yeah, and
Oh, we're buying it from William. Do you
buy.
get a credit, William?
Not yet. No, not yet.
Oh, they
Tell
don't
us when we
stiff
should
you.
buy it then.
Huh?
I mean, do you get what do you call it? Do you get
Discount?
no. Well, yeah. No, like do you get if you sell a TV, do you get any credit?
Oh, no.
Well,
No.
we might have to call Mr. Walmart person.
Sam
Sam's
Walton.
not around anymore. Is it his great grandson that collects all the cash now? How does that work? I don't really, I don't shop at Walmart, William, but I will come and see you.
Okay. His children and grandchildren are getting it. I think one of his daughters bought Target. That's how much money they have.
I think I'll buy Target. And
Right.
Target, I saw the other day, they're going to start paying people like $25 an hour at Target.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty cool for a big retailer like that to step up like that.
Minnesota. Yeah, commission, Julie Luce. I couldn't think of the word either.
Commission, yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm
So
so glad Cash-
so then what's your incentive then, William? Like just to be a good Walmart employee and that's it? Like it doesn't matter whether you sell one television a day or 10, it doesn't matter.
It's interesting part-time work. That's all. That's all it is. And I
Gotcha.
like electronics. I'm interested in it. Done it.
Right.
This TV, so it's fine.
That's awesome. I'm glad you're doing that too.
really
Yeah.
awesome.
And I've got, Artist Singh is his businesses are going like crazy. So I'll probably be working with him pretty soon. So things are happening, really happening.
Wow. Well, don't forget about us. Don't forget about me.
Who could
That's
forget
right.
about you?
I can't do this show without you, William. You know that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi, Michael Keel. Michael Keel's here, everybody.
Great.
Michael.
Hey, Jenna, do you have your show travel plans in place when you're traveling to Seattle? Didn't you say you're going to be flying during one of your 11/11?
Well, I'll know more once I get on the plane on Tuesday. I haven't figured out how to do Zoom on my iPad yet. I need to do that.
Right. We already kind of poo-pooed the idea of trying to do it from the plane because the internet ain't gonna fly even if.
But if we leave right on time and I'm supposed to get in at like 8:05, but we'll see.
Well, just I know you were talking to Patty, and certainly I can help out if something happens and we need to.
Our core group.
And we need to.
You're
get
part
some
of our
kind
core
of
group now.
transmission out to the people.
Yeah. And then Wednesday morning, I'll get up early and be like, hey, guys, I'm in bed. Hi.
You'll be on my time zone for Michael's and my time zone for a change.
Yeah.
Incidentally, your collages are amazing.
Thank you.
They're amazing. Absolutely amazing. They're timeless.
Good one. I like this one a lot. It's
The
fun.
more I see them, the more I appreciate them. Yeah.
I bet if you're on a really nice screen, you could see all the craziness in this one.
We
Yeah.
haven't figured that out either, Jenna. That we got to stop halfway through that project, like figuring out how to get those images, those collage images somewhere.
Yeah. I think
Gotta
they're
figure that
awesome.
They are.
That's beautiful. Just amazing.
I really like this one a lot. I think I will keep this one.
That's what you call talent. It's only.
No, it's a real it's part of my healing on the planet. It's really
Yeah.
I did a lot of those quickly and it just sort of happens. And I know I'm going to be doing more when I'm in Washington. That's part of my plan.
Yeah.
I'm working on this Frida Kahlo one that I really like a lot. That I'm not ready to end it yet because I'm having fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, guys, tomorrow come report in. Tomorrow, will you, Rich, and let us know?
Yeah.
Just if Cassius come down from his mountain.
Can you make a little grilled cheese for him?
Well, the vet recommended I just
Chicken and rice.
cook up some chicken and rice. Exactly. Yeah, that's it. So I just actually had some just had some chicken door dashed here while we were talking. So we'll see what's going on with him. But I think he's enjoying just kind of like getting some rest because he was at the kennel and all day and like
And he was
they said,
dehydrated.
and he was dehydrated. And any time he would try to settle down to go to sleep, they'd bring in some other yapping dog, and he wasn't comfortable obviously there anyway. So he's just enjoying getting some peace and quiet right now.
Cool. Well, enjoy your
Thank
night.
you for helping me through, all of you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart for helping me through a really emotional day. Thanks.
How long did the vet say it would take? It takes a couple days
What she
to get
said.
over it. Because it sounds like, he might have eaten a gummy bear or something. Not just a little piece of
No, that's the thing. Like she's like, what the if he had, I don't know what the actual test showed in terms of what it showed in terms of THC, but it sounds like the way she made it sound like he certainly ate enough for it to show up enough that it did in his urine. So
And where in the world did you find the test? Because the vet didn't have the test.
So I had to go to 2 CVS pharmacies. The first one I went to didn't have it. It was, and it's like in the kind of the incontinence section.
So you can use a THC test on an animal the same as a person?
Apparently, because I got the it wasn't for dogs, is it CVS for humans? It says marijuana on the side, marijuana. And and I have to go to the counter to buy the test.
Here's my thought what happened. Some kid found his mom's gummies. Some kid found his mom's gummies and took like 3 of them to school and went, guys, check it out. These are gummies that my mom had in her purse. And one fell out of his pocket, and there it was.
Or maybe 3 fell out of his pockets, and maybe they also had, maybe they were his mom's sleep gummies that had like melatonin in them or something, like on top of it all. Because that's the thing, he's so lethargic. Like it's like,
yeah, like super, super strain for melatonin. Yeah. So, well, super happy. William, when do you work again?
Monday.
All right. Well, I'm leaving Tuesday, so when we come back, we'll do a cruise.
Yeah, good.
I want to go to the restaurant in Matawan, Hoof and something, or there's this really neat restaurant, and they have the outside the domes, where you can sit outside.
I mentioned that with Lynette.
The place I wanted to go to closed. The Vietnamese restaurant gone, girl. No more.
Yeah.
No more. So, Rich, give Cashew a hug from all of us.
Oh yeah, I'll be getting him to snuggle with me here tonight. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Thanks for everything, guys.
Thank
Michael
you.
Tomorrow and Poetry Glam tomorrow night. William, you'll be there?
Sure, I sure will.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, we're glad it wasn't any more than that, right, Mama Grace?
Yeah.
Yay. We'll all sleep well tonight.
Everybody sleep well. Everybody, I'm gonna go right now 'cause I had a long day. And so did you. Sleep well, Julie Luce. Sleep well, Mama Grace with the beautiful face. And William, love that place. And Rich, you've got a dog that's still in outer space. So, have a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. Yes. One more song for Cashew. Have some real fun dreams in your thoughts tonight. Cashew puppy, you have words are out of sight, and all of you have a Lillian and Cashew heart.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Rich.
Real hard.
Good night, William. One more time. Love hard, everybody.
Real hard. Bye-bye.